Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today's video I'll be reviewing this. This is Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Rodimus Prime, and here he is in package. Very cool box art of Rodimus Prime in robot mode and in vehicle mode. Now he is a commander class figure and a character I've been looking forward to because the last version of Rodimus Prime that we got was really not that great. Here's the back of the box. Transforms in 34 steps, and you can see my copy came from Taiwan because they put the sticker here. Hey, let's get Rodimus Prime out of the package. Here's Rodimus Prime out of the package, and he comes with several things. First of all, his instruction sheet. Now it's a very large instruction sheet. It's like almost like a little poster. Several blast effects. So starting with this clear blue blast effects, it's a little soft plastic here. Same ones that I believe came with Jetfire and Skylinks, except this is just molded in clear blue. Oops, actually, let's put this in the right order. And you get these as well. And you get one of these blast effects just for the Matrix. It's not a soft plastic like this one. It's actually very rigid. You get two smoke effects, and these smoke effects are also very rigid. I don't think they're even clear. Yeah, they're just black. Now the sword does have this little peg that you can pop out. Just push it here, I guess for storage, if you want to attach it to him in robot or vehicle mode. His weapon can also fold like so to store. And of course, blast effects compatible. He comes with a trading card. And the one I got is Black Arachnia, and it just shows her here with the Predacons. And you get Rodimus Prime himself in two parts, the main part here and the trailer. They came packaged in vehicle mode, which is a little bit different because most of the time the figures in War for Cybertron gets packaged in robot mode. It looks as if Hot Rod got upgraded to an off-road vehicle. He does sit a lot higher, but you can see why. It's this little piece here, but I don't know, I like the fact that it's higher, it's different. Now it would have been nice if the wheels were painted, but that's an easy fix. Now it would have been nice if this hatch could open and you could put a little Titan Master in there. I think it's a missed opportunity, especially since we had something like that with Jetfire. Now you can store his weapons in this mode. You can just fold the gun and then peg it into these two holes here. And the sword is meant to store in one of these tabs, so you can press in like so, and you can still roll the vehicle when the weapons are stored. The smoke effects can attach to the pipes like so, and there you have the smoke effects attached to his vehicle mode. And for a quick comparison, here we have Rodimus Prime next to Studio Series Hot Rod. You can see how much Hot Rod has grown by getting the Matrix. At least with Hot Rod, they painted the rims on the front, but you can see a very big size difference between the two. I like that the spoiler is painted because it does bring out the details on the mold. And here he is next to Earthrise Optimus Prime with just the cab. And look at those painted rims on Prime. Rodimus must feel bad about that. As you can see, Rodimus is slightly longer than Prime, and he's definitely wider than Prime. Now to really get his proper look in vehicle mode, let's attach him to his trailer. Basically just slides in. You can see the pipes here is on a spring, so it moves out of the way. And lock it in, and he's in place. Much better. Now he really looks like Rodimus Prime. Let's take a look at him with the trailer. Nice details on the side. I like that this is stamped on. It's not a sticker. From the back, you do have these 5mm ports here that you could put these blast effects if you wanted to. And he does have several 5mm ports all around, over here, here, and here, and on the top as well, so you can add other weapons to him if you wanted to. The smoke effects can attach to the larger pipes here. There you go. I don't know, for some reason I wish this effect was translucent. Now in the back, he does have a little storage compartment here that you can store stuff in. The front too, if you open it up, there's some storage here. Put your sleeping bags and whatever gear you're gonna use when you go out camping with this guy. And here is my custom G2 Optimus Prime, thanks to Toy Hacks, next to Kingdom Rodimus. So you can see, line up the trailer all the way here. Kingdom Rodimus is a lot longer than Prime, and from this angle you can see Rodimus is a lot wider. And here is Rodimus in his complete vehicle mode with Hot Rod. As you can see, Hot Rod would be way too small to try and tow this trailer. Okay, let's get Rodimus Prime transformed into robot mode. Here is Rodimus Prime in robot mode, and I gotta say, I really enjoyed the transformation of this figure. A lot of it seems very intuitive, yet gives him a really nice, clean look. Just looking at the figure, I can't find any hollowness on him, which is very nice. And I guess if I want to nitpick, there's some hollowness over here. But other than that, he's a really solid figure. Very clean robot mode, which I like a lot. The legs are pretty plain, but that's okay. I mean, looks like Rodimus. The thighs are painted, and look, no gaps. Oh no, very clean robot mode. I like it a lot. Let's get his weapons on. So here's his gun. There's articulation on the fingers. So to put his gun in, you gotta kind of open up his hand and then close it up again. And let's get his sword. Now his sword, you definitely have to open up his hands. Now because the way this sword is designed, I don't think a lot of figures can hold it. The only figures that come to mind are Optimus Prime and Jetfire, and that's because they do have articulation in the fingers. Rodimus is all armed up, and he does look really good. Definitely a lot better than the Power of the Primes versions we got several years ago. Let's take a closer look at that head sculpt. It really looks like Hot Rod has aged and hopefully gained some wisdom. Very stern looking Rodimus. Now you can open Rodimus Prime's chest. Just put this down and you can see he has his own matrix. Close the chest up. Now he can hold the matrix. Now as I said earlier, this is probably the main reason why the hands fold in like so. So you can do this. There you go. Looks very tiny in his hands. And then you have this blast effects for the matrix that actually go in this way. So he can shine the light there. Moving on to articulation of the figure, and Rodimus definitely has a lot of articulation. The head is on a ball joint, can rotate. Has a little articulation where you can look back like this. So that's kind of cool. The arms could rotate 360, but the wings get in the way. So if you do move the wing out of the way, he could rotate the full 360. He can lift up at the shoulder this much. I don't know if you want to count this as a butterfly joint, but he can do that. 2 points of articulation at the elbow, which is nice. He can rotate 360 at the elbow as well. The wrist can rotate 360, and then he has this little feature here. And I think that's mainly so he can hold the matrix in a certain pose. He does have articulation on the fingers, and I think they gave him articulation on the pointer so you can recreate that line from the movie where he's pointing at Galvatron. If you know the line, please post it in the comments below. He can rotate at the waist this much, mainly because the backpack is in the way. He can do the splits, and it's a nice touch, there's these little panels here. He can kick this far up, this far back, 2 points of articulation on the knee. He can rotate at the thigh 360, and he does have ankle tilt. And for some size comparisons, here is Kingdom Rodimus Prime next to Studio Series 86 Hot Rod, Netflix Series Optimus Prime, Earthrise Megatron, and Kingdom Galvatron. Wait, let's take a look at Rodimus Prime's trailer. Wait, here we have Rodimus Prime's trailer. This back piece can open up. Little nice detail here. And you can fold it down. It also has this ramp connector, so you can connect it to the modulators or Skylinks, etc. As I showed earlier, you can open this panel for a little bit more storage here as well. Hey, let's get the trailer opened up. Put this piece down, like so. Now, this piece actually comes separate in the package. Actually comes just like this, and you just open this up, put this peg down, and peg it here for storage. Now this is very simple to transform. Just lift this up like so, flip this down in the panels and the handles, and you have Rodimus Prime's battle platform. And here we have Rodimus Prime holding his cannon. Earlier I had these down, they're actually supposed to be up. And of course the cannons are blast effects compatible. Now the instructions show the back of the trailer like this, but I don't know, I kind of prefer it this way. Kind of gives a little brace for the recoil of this cannon. I just wish there was a lot more playability with this trailer. Even if they just added a bit more ramp connectors, it would have been nice because I could attach more modulators to it. No shortage of 5mm ports. As you can see, there's a ton of 5mm ports on the trailer to connect, I guess, other modulators if you wanted to. I really have no problem with Rodimus Prime as a figure, but this set being at a Commander class price point, I kind of wanted a little bit more out of the trailer than what we got. Okay, let's get cleaned up around here for my final thoughts. So my final thoughts on Kingdom Rodimus Prime. Overall, the main figure I really like. I really don't have any issues. Well, probably maybe just the head sculpt seems a little too stern for my liking. But overall, a really great Rodimus Prime figure. The best one that we've gotten out of mainline, in my opinion. But for me, the trailer, I wish there was a lot more. Because at the Commander class price point, I was hoping we get a little more playability out of the trailer. I mean, it's nice that they added the ramp here, ramp connector. I wish there was a lot more though, so there's more interactions with the other modulators, or any other gimmick for that matter. I would have been happy with firing missiles, but I guess that is a thing of the past now, or lights or something. I mean, you have this piece of plastic here that has all this empty space that you inside that you maybe could put some electronics for some sounds, but yeah, just it's a little bit more out of the trailer. It does what it needs to do, but for me at the Commander class price point, I'd want a little bit more for it. Definitely liking the main figure of Rodimus Prime though. Anyway, that is it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and thanks for watching.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Follow us on social media and check out our Discord. Links in the description below.